Reasons why you should invest in Leeds. So Leeds has seen a huge transformation in the past decade thanks to large-scale regeneration projects which surpass major regional cities such as Liverpool and Birmingham in terms of economic performance. So the city has seen a huge influx in businesses, professionals and students over the past several years, which has placed a real high demand on property in the city, and this is only set to continue in the years to come. So despite all these changes, Leeds still remains relatively affordable in comparison to other northern cities, outperforming the national average. So in an upcoming 5-part series, I will be going over why I consider Leeds to represent a fantastic investment opportunity for investors who are looking to get into the buy-to-let market. So over the last 2 decades, Leeds has experienced exceptional growth during this period, having increased by over 115% during this time. Leeds is now the second largest financial sector in the whole of the UK, having over 30 international banks and 150 accountancy firms, namely PwC, Deloitte, EY and KPMG, which is widely known as the Big Four. So with the economy set to grow by a further 80% in the next 15 years, it's seeing businesses such as the BBC and Burberry looking to move the primary functions of their business to the city, with Channel 4 having already opened a new headquarters in Leeds. So following new plans by the government to reintroduce HS2 to the city, it will further enhance the economy of Leeds, offering far greater connectivity. This will then create new job opportunities, which will bring more businesses and talent to the region, which in turn will place a greater demand on both commercial and residential properties. So for nearly a decade, 27% of the Leeds housing needs have not been met, which just illustrates the huge undersupply of homes in the city. So whilst Leeds have continued to increase housing in the city, the gap between stock availability and demand continues to rise. So Leeds is the 3rd largest city, with having a population of over 800,000 people. And this has increased by over 12% since the turn of the millennium, which is above the national average of 11%. So with Leeds' ever-increasing population and the continued shortage of housing, it is no surprise to see that house prices have risen by over 55% in the last 10 years, which significantly surpasses the national average. And this trend is set to continue, with a projection by 2026 to increase by a further 21%. The Leeds rental market is experiencing one of the busiest periods on record, and this is due to the unprecedented shortage of properties coming to the market. So due to the severe shortage of stock available on the market, it's meaning more and more people are being pushed into renting as opposed to buying their own home. So this, by its very nature, places increased pressures on the rental market, and which is why we've seen rates increase in Leeds, which surpass the national average. Now this supply and demand issue in Leeds is set to continue, which is why we're expecting rates to continue to rise. And this is why Leeds is considered a fantastic location to invest for investors looking to enter into the buy-to-let market. So with Leeds' vibrant lifestyle and heritage, it attracts students from across the UK and abroad, as well as possessing some of the best universities in the country. So not only does this place a greater demand on the rental stock availability in the city, on average 35% of students choose to remain in the city once they've graduated and enter into full-time employment. So this is one of the factors why we are seeing Leeds' population increasing year on year, and why we are seeing significant pressure being placed on the housing market. And furthermore, with an influx of young and talented population, it's meaning more businesses are looking to relocate their offices to the city. So Leeds is ranked third in the whole of the UK for fastest growing firms outside of London, with a tech sector worth in excess of £1 billion. So by having a thriving business sector, it is a major draw for attracting young professionals to the city. So with Leeds' ongoing regeneration, it continues to enhance the city's connectivity through transport links, office and residential spaces, amenities, etc. So by the continued improvement of the city and Leeds looking to be an eco-friendly environment, it will further enhance its profile, which is fantastic news for buy-to-let investors who are looking to secure investment in the area. So I truly hope this 5-part series has been helpful to give you a little bit of an insight into why I consider Leeds to be a fantastic investment location. So if you'd like to find out more about the services we offer and how we might be able to help you invest in Leeds back in the UK, then put GSG in the comments below and we will be in touch.